This is the first time that I'm using my kitchen sink, and I think so far it's working. It's a lot easier than moving my stuff back and forth, and I have more space. So now I can chop away right on top of the kitchen thing. Of course, my eyes are watering. It's onions, but it looks pretty good though. I like this kitchen sink. It took me like 3 days to install it, but it is well installed. It's nothing leaking, and everything is working like it should. So now I'm making me a meal. I'm going to make me rice, baked chicken from Walmart, and black beans. So that is what I'm making. I'm going to show you now how I'll put it all together. Now check this out. I get the Success boil in the bag brown rice. I always use brown rice, and I put the brown rice just without the bag. I open the bag and I toss it on the pot. Hopefully you can see the pot, but it is a pot. So now I'm going to do something important. I'm going to get the measurement of each bag and put the same amount of water of the bag, of the size of the bag. So that's about a cup. And that will actually cook the rice. That should be sufficient water for the rice. Remember, I do this very quickly, one meal, ready to go. So now I have the rice and the correct amount of water for that rice. So now I'm going to get garlic, minced garlic. Now how much you put in there? Well, you put a lot. I like to put a lot of it. So I get me a spoon. Always I use a wooden spoon. I stick it in there. I put a lot of it. Put a lot of garlic. A couple of bigger spoons of it. So now I got the rest of my salad for the whole week. So this is the last food that I have for the week, so I'll try to use it all together. So that way I can make a meal or two out of it. So I got the rice, I got the garlic, and now I'm going to mix it. I'm going to put salt, sea salt, and black pepper. But I do a mix of sea salt and pink salt. So I got sea salt and pink salt, and I mix them all together. The way I do it, I'm going to do a video about how I do it. I actually take this top off the bottle. That is actually very difficult to do, and then I add the salt in it, and then I reassemble it. That way it'd be easier to apply. For example, that way I don't have to do 2 bottles. I just turn the thing on and start twisting away, and the ratio is completely the same. So I'll put a lot of salt out here. You know, just like going crazy in the salt. You know, don't worry, salt is good for you. Then pepper the same way. You put a lot of pepper in there. You know, a lot of pepper. And then I'm going to put this on the fire. Now the rice is cooking, and it's about to boil. So when it's about to boil, what I do, I add some vinegar, and this is just white vinegar from Italian kitchen. You just put a little bit on it, but you can put as much as you want. Vinegar is good. And I also put some soy sauce. I'll mix the whole thing. Make sure all those flavors get inside the rice beans as they boil. They will absorb all the liquid. I think one of my lights just fell. Oh no, it fell. I'm going to have to disassemble now all this and fix it. It's always fixing something. Oh no, you will just loose. That's what it was. So yeah, always stuff fails. It's like everything fails and you have to deal with it. Well, the rice is almost done. So what I do, I add the black beans to it. Mix it very well. Try to make it homogeneous mixed, because that rice is not actually completely cooked. It's almost cooked, but not completely cooked. Now I do a little trick. It's something left on the bottom always. So what I do, I put water in it, about, I don't know, about an inch in the can, and I add it to the mix. And the reason is we have to put the rest of the ingredients, and they need water to boil, because that's basically what I do. You know, what we're doing is boil it. So as you see now, the can is empty. Now we're going to add the onions and the squash and the vegetables. Whatever vegetables you have, you know, you can go ahead and add it. Now you have plenty vegetables in there. Now this is my leftover salad, so I just dump that up there too. Yeah, you can cook the salad, yes. Actually give it a nice little flavor to it. And I get a second one. This is going to be a meal for at least 2 days. or for 2 person one day. It's very fast, easy to make. And now what do? We lower the temperature down to about medium and let all that mix cook. I show you here the finished result here in a second. When you have that mix boil, make sure that you turn it so everything is cooked evenly. And if you see everything is just coming apart, that is how you want it. You want all those vegetables to be cooked, to be soft to the mouth when you eat them. You don't want them to be hard and to be soft. It tastes better. Not only that, it absorbs all that flavor from the soy sauce and salt and pepper and garlic and so on, and vinegar. So that is how you do it. You just mix the whole thing up like so. And let it boil at a medium set on your fire. Now also remember this, if you do more, it will take you longer to cook it. So if you do it just for one day, for one meal by yourself, you don't need that big of a pot, you don't need that much of ingredients. You can do it in a small pot like this in like about 5 minutes. Whatever long it takes the rice to cook, because that is what it takes the longest. Now something happened, the thing will close. Anyhow, the more the ingredients you have on the pot, the longer it will take to cook, the less it will be faster. But the rice is going to be like boil on the bag. I will give them at least 10 minutes. So I would say put the rice apart, mix the beans and the vegetables on another pot, cook those separately from the rice, and then add the rice in 10 minutes. Max out. It is that simple. The vegetables they cook very rapidly because it's just basically water and fiber. So make sure that you understand that. For 2 person, it takes a little longer. Like this one, I'll make a big pot, probably for 2 days. So it's going, so far right now, it's like 22 minutes right now. So I think it's about ready to be finished. So now I'm going to get my Walmart baked chicken warm up. And I give that 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So as soon as that chicken is done, I know it's going to be in 2 more minutes, I will check, see if that mix is ready to be consumed. How I know that, if it's consumed or not, I get a knife and I stick it in one of these squash, or the thickest vegetable that I have there, and as you see, it's just soft, very soft. So that tells me that it is cooked. Another 2 minutes and it is done. We go and twist it around, make sure they get even temperature. Now some people cook with thermometers, and I do cook with thermometers when I get some kind of recipe that I have no idea how to cook it. So I use this thermometer, very cheap, very inexpensive, stick in there. It is 160 degrees. The chicken is almost done. So I shut off the fire and let it sit for a while. And that's it. That is how you cook this meal. Sometimes I touch the chicken. If the chicken is not completely warm, I heat it for another minute, maybe 2 more minutes, because it's coming out of the refrigerator, and depends where I set it inside the refrigerator. Sometimes it gets cooler or colder or less cold. So I'm gonna give them another 2 minutes, and that's it. That is the meal. I'm going to show you the end result here in a second. Well, the chicken is done. Finally give him like 3 minutes, and now I'm going to serve the meal of the day. It took me like 26 minutes to make this meal. 27 minutes. That is ready to go. And of course, the chicken. And I have enough for like maybe 4 more persons, maybe even more. Let's see, 1, 2. I have enough. This meal can easily feed five people easily. Maybe a complete chicken and should be ready for 5 meals for 5 people to eat healthy. Well, hopefully you enjoy this video, and go out there and cook something. Something of your creation. To know, yes, follow instructions all the way, all the time. Yes, be creative. Saludos.